Hey everybody, Fishman here. Welcome to the video. This is fishing vlog number 165, and I wanted to start off with this experiment I've been running, which is whether or not the holes in the pot cause the red Luigi to grow extra roots. But unfortunately, the Hat borlei have gotten over their fear of being in a big open aquarium and are hoping to get fed, and they're kind of in the way. So I did manage to get a little bit of it here. I'm pretty sure that root is one that's been there for quite some time. It's obviously not deteriorating any, but I can't really see any in here. But what I'm going to have to do, of course, is take these out and have a much closer look at them. And I think that might be just a little while off. Both plants are doing really well, and it's best to leave it as long as possible to try and get, as definitive a result as I can. So remember last week I had cleaned this filter out, and well, it's doing very well. It's really not an issue that way. I just want to let it run for probably about another 2 weeks before I clean the big one. I want to make sure this is doing everything it needs to be doing. It's bubbling fine, everything's flowing properly, and so is this one here. Even though I did not clean out the insides of this, as far as scrubbing off the acrylic, it's obviously clean and doing its thing. So this is the one that needs to be cleaned, and as you can tell, it needs to be cleaned. But anyway, hopefully I'll get to that in the next couple of weeks. Now, if you remember, probably about 2 months ago now, I had put a pair of guppies in here simply because I like the look of them. And they had a bunch of fry, and these fry now have grown up to the point where they should start having fry of their own really soon. I was kind of looking at this mostly to see if there was any interesting color types in there. Got some nice fins coming out, and they look very nice. It's just a little young yet to see if they're going to develop properly altogether. These guys are doing really well, getting a little aggressive. That's not unheard of course, with OB zebras. You can see that one on the left there is up in the corner, just trying to stay out of the way. They're happy, they're healthy and doing well, and I'm going to move them up to a bigger aquarium quite soon. The zebra danios are zebra danios. They're very happy. There's a couple that are not aging as well as I'd like, but that's fine. They're still got plenty of life in them. I'm going to pick a couple of those out really soon now and breed them. I'm pretty sure my pair of plecos in here are sitting on more eggs, but I don't really want to disturb it to have a look, so we'll just have to wait and see when they pop out. The original original batch that they had is doing very well. They're getting quite large now, and they're bristlenose plecos. They're very easy to breed. This is actually something I was thinking about doing as a separate video. I found, remember the OB zebras I took the shot there a couple back? They're very gregarious. They're very out all the time. They're happy. These guys took forever to come out and do their thing, and the reasoning I thought was when Mom let these guys out, they were, I think, chased around by Mom. I think she was really hungry, and they were very, very shy. I thought she had eaten them all because there wasn't any activity in there. Turns out there's a good sized batch, but they all stayed out of the way. So this little Crebensis, these are the babies. As you can see, they're now basically not sub-adults, they're just young adults. They're definitely in the condition to breed now, and I got one pair there. I have no idea what I'm going to do with these guys. They breed well. I just have no use for them. They don't display well in aquariums. Either they're a little too aggressive with smaller fish, or they tend to hide somewhere under a rock or whatever breeding, and it just doesn't show. So anyway, I'll have to figure out something with them. These two tanks here are doing very well. I mean to call out some of this tank because there's a couple of males in there that aren't doing as well as the other males because they are a little aggressive. So I'm going to pull out some of those and separate them a little bit. But you can see they're still having a bunch of babies, and again, like I said, I want to thin that out a little bit. Now these are the first batch of zebra danios I had spawned, and they're definitely now at the point where they can breed themselves. There's some definitely nice fat females in there, and I am going to either pick up some more or just breed these guys with themselves. I haven't decided that yet, but they are definitely ready now. Keep looking for in each of these aquariums that I have guppies in to see if there are any interesting color types, any color patterns I really like. Every now and then one pops out. Not so much in this tank. There's a few I like, but nothing I would really get excited about breeding again. But like I said, I keep my eyes open because every now and then, like the half black one there with a nice color in its tail and nice dorsal fin, I really like that color pattern. I have a few of those now, and I'm just, like I said, keeping an eye out to see if those sorts pop out. I'm not going to line breed them or anything, but I would definitely like to keep certain ones going. This needs to be thinned out. There's a bunch of undesirable color types in here, and I want to pull them out, put them all in their own aquarium, of course, and yeah, just get the ones that are going to breed as the ones I want to breed. These shrimp are doing really well. Who would have thought that all I needed to do to have these being more successful was to put in just regular old cherry shrimp? But anyway, they're doing well, and that's all that really matters. So I built this because I want to be able to film this easier without trying to hang on to it and just juggling where I'm going or stacking stuff and putting it there. So I leave one up there, of course, just because it's near the light and it works out quite well. I've set up another aquarium back here. I've cleaned it all out, put some plants in there. This is just the beginning process for me to show you how to do filterless aquariums. Mostly it is patience, and that's I'm going to come up and put a video together for that relatively soon. Because these jars are doing I really like these jars, and they are producing an awful lot of Daphne, which is nice. This is the secondary one I started, and it has less Daphne in it because I just started it up, but it's doing reasonably well. It's not, like I said, not thriving as much as the original one. I'm going to give it a shake here, and you're going to see a bunch of them going around. But again, like I said, right now all I'm feeding them is crushed up pleco food. I, for some reason, haven't received the spirulina powder, which I hope to use instead, but it should be coming relatively soon. And then, yeah, that'll be nice to get probably about 4 or 5 of these going, because it is just a nice treat for the fish. So this is the thriving one, and as you can see, it's doing very, very well. So anyway, let me know what you think about all this. Leave comments. Always glad to hear from you, and I will see you in the next video, and bye for now.